That's another fine tune you got me in, Stanley.
Is the universe and everything in it fine-tuned? This is a bit of a follow-up to something I touched upon in my video, Creationist Odds Make Them Look Rather Odd. And I apologise if the points here cross over with that video, or any others of mine, but I thought it would be good to concentrate it all in one place. Is the universe fine-tuned? Well, we have black holes, colliding galaxies, exploding stars, and of course the whole universe itself is still expanding. So it appears to be in turmoil and a continuing state of change. How is this fine-tuning? Also, the universe as we know it is inhospitable to all life. So from a creationist perspective, we have to question its actual function and why the need to make it fine-tuned anyway. Even in the solar system we have objects bombarding each other with comets and asteroids threatening the planets, not to mention that the planets rotate in all different manners to each other. How is this fine-tuning? What about the laws of the universe? We would certainly have a different universe, no doubt, but any observer would still lay claim to special fine-tuning because it is the only universe that the observer is aware of and hence can make no comparison. The universe is what it is, and whatever else it could have been, it still would have been what it was. Bloody hell, that was a bit profound. I think I'll copyright that. So, a universe and its laws can only be fine-tuned from the perspective of an observer with that observer's preconceptions. How can we claim that our sample of one universe is especially fine-tuned? How about our own minuscule oasis hidden amongst all this chaos? We have earthquakes, volcanoes, tsunamis, etc., etc. And at sea, we have the occasional unpredictable massive freak waves that defy all the rules of wave motion. Our planet and all life on it are also prone to devastation from external sources, such as meteorites and asteroids and comets, etc. It's happened in the past with devastating consequences, and the chances are that it will happen again, but nobody can know when. Eventually our own sun will become a red giant, and the moon, vital to life and as a stabilizer of Earth's rotation, is receding from us. Fine-tuned? Well, only if you think mass extinction is part of fine-tuning. What about humans, the so-called special creation? Well, we have debilitating and life-destroying diseases such as multiple sclerosis, cancer, and we also have malaria, river blindness, to name but a few, not to mention sheer bad design. That doesn't strike me of humans as being fine-tuned with anything. Why the need to consume food and have such a complex digestive system with which to process the food, and blow me down with the inconvenience of having to defecate regularly to expel the portions of the food that have been consumed but are of absolutely no use to anyone apart from the loo roll manufacturers. By the way, the morning after a Vindaloo, I'm anything but fine-tuned. And for that I need a Vindaloo roll. Then there's the bane of snoring. Nobody even snores in tune. And there must surely be better ways of demonstrating the first law of thermodynamics than the curse of farting, especially the painful suppression of such when sleeping with a new partner. This horrific burden of having to consume, with the associated defecation, is also strangely a vital process that we humans share with other, not so special creatures. Why this cumbersome common design with other creatures? Surely humans could have been made with a completely different and more fine-tuned design if we're so special. It seems we're no more fine-tuned than anything else. Oh yeah, wait, we have a soul. Yeah, like that's been proved. Not. And why does one creation have to consume another creation in a finely tuned environment? Why does anything have to die anyway? And what is the fine-tuning that gives the blind salamander eyes that don't work? Does any of this sound like fine-tuning to you? So, is any aspect of the universe fine-tuned? Judging by simple observations, no. And if you insist on claiming the universe is fine-tuned, then isn't it about time you provided some actual evidence that it is fine-tuned, rather than simply making baseless assertions? Now here is something that all fine-tuned advocates must answer, as if you don't have enough unanswered questions. To define a fine-tuned universe, you must be able to define a non-fine-tuned universe, in order to gain a perspective of what is fine-tuned. So please give an example of a non-fine-tuned universe. Fine-tuned. Tell you what, in another universe, this would be perfectly in tune. And if anybody still thinks the universe is fine-tuned, then how the hell do you explain this?
Evolution. I believe. I have faith in evolution.